What's going on, YouTube? This is your boy AshTheMan. Thank you so much for tuning in. So we're going to be talking about One Piece, and it's a discussion about will Sanji ever wear the race suit? Now, this is a thing that's been going around for about a week or two now, just because of the recent chapters that's going on for One Piece. So before I go ahead and go any further, I just want to disclaim to everyone that this does, hit some spoilers if you're not, if you're just watching the anime itself. So I definitely don't advise you to continue with the video if you're not knowing what to be happening further than what the anime has previewed for itself. So honestly, don't watch it if you don't want any spoilers. Other than that, let's go ahead and continue. Now, upon, getting some information about this, one of the things that I want to hit for you is the fact that Sanji has a lot of background and information regarding his family. So the best thing to do is get some information off. And the best thing to start from is the Vinsmoke family. Now, the Vinsmoke family has been around for many years. And for the information that I gather here from this wiki is that their family is, known for, conquering the entire North Blue, within the family. Now, going more into not so much the background of it, but mainly the part that, affects Sanji as a One Piece character is that his family basically, again, they conquered the whole North Blue and everything. But when he was growing up, his mother, Sora, basically did not want to go forward with their father's ambition. And following Judge and what he was trying to do is that they had 4 quadruplets, Sanji being the third oldest of the brothers, and then they had a sister, which is Renji. Now, Renji, she's more compassionate towards her brother, while the other brothers really doesn't, being too fond of Sanji like that. And you get to see that when they have flashbacks to the anime. You get to see them, kicking Sanji around, bullying him, and all was staged for his father trying to build Sanji, trying to train him so that he could become just as mighty as his brothers. Because going down here, when you start looking up the history towards this, they inform you that that honestly, he basically took their humanity away from their from his brothers and sisters. And what I mean by that is that he did an experiment to where he took their emotions away, and had something implanted to where they will follow his orders through and throughout. So it's kind of he experimented on them so they have the obedience, but also will be emotionless, so that they can definitely operate and continue to do the warfare that their family needed. Now, Sanji's mother, again, is Sora, and you could be able to see her right here. You could tell that she kind of resembles all of them in a way, and how his father really doesn't, the fathers always doesn't really have that much. Only one that probably really resembles their father is probably Hyunji and probably Ninji. That's probably the only ones that really favor their father the most out of the 5 children. Now, the mother Sora, she really did not want Sanji any of the kids to fall to that. Well, Sanji being the one that they had to experiment the most on, because he was showing faith that he can really, go forward, that she planted a drug in him that prevented him forever changing over or losing his emotions and making him too obedient. Now, his father, after she passed, eventually wanted him to get over that, and he was very persistent on Sanji cooking. Of course, Sanji is the character he is now. He does a lot of cooking and everything, for the One Piece crew that he's a part of now. But his father didn't like that. So over the years of them trying to develop him trying to put him in situations to where he could grow stronger, all of that had failed for him. So pretty much at one point in time, his father, again, Judge, disowned him, didn't want him to pretty much spread the name of who his family was or anything, and pretty much cast him aside. That's how he ended up with Jeff, which is like the restaurant that's on the boat that be cooking for famous, like celebrity peoples within the One Piece world, and probably who will taught Sanji how to fight. Sanji doesn't use his hands. He's a kickboxer. Just want to let you know that. So, in the course of this, it does bring us up to date with knowing that kind of information. Sanji definitely holds his family and despises them. So that's one of the reasons why he's bent on not wearing the race suit. So with that being said, knowing a little bit about Sanji, of course he's a cook for the One Piece. He fights with his feet. Him and Zoro has like sort of like a brotherly rivalry going on. See who could kill. Like every time you see them in the battlefield, they always say, "Hey, look, who's going to beat this person up?" And and sometimes they even threaten each other. But it's out of love for their passion towards the Straw Hat crew. Now, going more into this, he in the time skip, he did go through a change to which did make him stronger. He basically has his hair cut up the side. He's able to use some of the abilities that the CP9 is able to do, to where they can do like the whole little skywalk and things in that general, to kind of like expand Sanji as a character. His Diablo feet, which is when he uses his kickboxing style. You see the fire comes on his feet. Definitely interesting. So he definitely is, standing out to being, one of the monster trio from the Straw Hat crew. Now, his bounty has recently went up after these events, which now is at 330 million. So Sanji has definitely came a long way. And the reason I say that is because out of the monster trio, besides all of the crew, if you was to put Sanji against everybody else besides Zoro and Luffy, yes, he stands out. But compared to Zoro and Luffy, he will definitely, get his ass kicked. So for them, expanding on the story a little bit more for him, definitely is bringing a lot of things into light about him as a character. Now I want to turn my attention more towards this last, tab right here, which explains about the raid suits. Now this is the main thing that we have to sit on, besides going over previous information. These raid suits are something that the Vinsmoke, family is definitely, famous for. Their father, Judge, he was a partner, research scientist, with, Vegapunk. Now, of course, world government trying to capture both of them. Judge was able to escape, but Vanderpunk wasn't. However, the information that Judge and the kind of capacity that he was able to do it is that he was able to create these raid suits. Now, everyone of the family has a race suit. Now, I'm not sure. They didn't mention the mother at all. Maybe she didn't want anything to do with the warfare and of that. So I'm not sure if she ever intentionally had a race suit. But however, each of their race suits has a base, things that they're able to do. And then there are specific race suits that is specifically for that user. Now, for instance, Judge. His race suit has like a light gray style to it, and it's marked with J. Now, and of course, because his name is Judge and things in that general. Now, Judge, his race suit is definitely one to be reckoned with. He has a spear bit into it, and he's able to jump high and able to come down with a certain fighting style with that spear, and which has him as the nickname Garada. That's the nickname they call him because of his fighting style with his race suit. Now, Rinji, she has a race suit too. And her race suit represents like a pink and black, thing, is one of the commanders of the Vinsmoke army. Her race suit, specializes in the poison. She's able to poison and I guess, use her poison to cure also. So she has a definitely, an interesting race suit out of the bunch. And the reason I say that is because hers is very situational, which is, having her being named, the poison pink due to her abilities. Now, Inichi, which has the red race suit, his race suit is marked with 1. And I guess because he's the oldest out the quadruplet sons. Now, his race suit, let me see. Come on. His race suit, I'm going to have to click on him right there. There we go. He'll bring that up a little bit more. Okay, now here's Renji. Now his race suit, again, is red and it's white. Now, not much has changed since he was younger, but I do know that they call him the Sparkling Red when they refer to him as his race suit. Let me see what other information they have with his race suit. I'm sorry if I'm jumping all over the place. There we go. This is the part I wanted now. Inichi, his ratio is shown to be able to create like small explosions as well as sending like blasts of energy. So the sparkling red, I see what they come for as far as that, and it's definitely interesting to see explosions. So I'm guessing he could like do like a ton of destruction with his. So definitely it's good for taking out multiple people. And then you got Ninja, who was able to channel electric energy through his boots and sword. So it's kind of like electricity. He's able to use that. Based on electricity, he probably moves fast and probably has like more of a Swiss style to his fighting style. But it's not much really explained about his. Now, Yunji has some mechanism in his armor that enables him to deliver like strong punches, and the release of a compressed wind is also able to extend his reach and increase his grab speed and being able to separate his joints. So his basically focus a lot around like, I'm gonna say like a compressed wind, like you said, like the compressed air that they have. So and able to detach like certain joints and everything, and being able to extend his reach is definitely to see that his suit has that. Now there's not much to really say about Sanji's suit. That's the whole, the question in the air is like, what is Sanji's suit going to specialize in, and things in that general. Now, yeah, it definitely is one to consider like what they can do. But however, with all that being said, now I do know that with the suits or whatever, they do have like certain abilities that all of them does share. Like basically like their capes are able to, like block bullets. Now my big mom has special bullets that is able to penetrate them and still able to do like a significant amount of damage. But however, in normal bullets, they are able to use the cape and deflect bullets. So that's definitely one to say. And let me see here. What other abilities? Now, their boost allows them to hover in mid-air and jump long distance and boost their kicking power. So that would actually favor Sanji, since he's a kickboxer, allows some to do so. So it's definitely interesting about that. So yeah, that's the most part about it though. They really doesn't share much, abilities, just basically like based up. However, with all that summing up, will Sanji ever wear his suit now? That's a good question. Well, I'm gonna honestly say, I'm gonna throw this one at you. When is he gonna wear his suit is the real question. Now, obviously, when he first brought out his suit, let me get to that real quick. When he first brought out his suit, or whatever, or at least the can for it, it was on this page right here where he brought the can, and pretty much Luffy and Chopper was advising him not to throw it away. And also his brother laid a comment towards him that pretty much, but he's not wanting to have any kind of like ties with his family, and the reason why he doesn't really want to wear the suit. I can understand that to a certain degree, but intentionally he's going to wear that suit because of the fact that Zoro is still wearing his. So yeah. With that being said, with him still being when he gonna wear his suit, is so that he doesn't fall behind. He is one of the monsters trio, and honestly, through the last time skip, Sanji, he did make some improvements, but it wasn't that good. I mean, to me, I think we see more of like Zoro and Luffy coming out there showing what they made of. Even some of the low class have. Now here, before we end this video, I do want to make show you the image of which everybody is speculating on what his suit may look like for him. Honestly, I don't think he's going to go with how everybody's suit looks. I think he's going to have it to where like that cape may just like evolve around like the yellow and being able to make a suit out of it. So it's not like something that he has to like turn on or off. I'm thinking that that's probably what it's going to be. It's basically going to be like that. It's going to correspond with his kicking, how he's able to use that flame, and also being able, maybe it help him even cook faster. We don't know. We're just trying to see special abilities that it may hold for Sanji. But I just want to thank you guys again for definitely tuning in for this. I hope you guys have a wonderful one, and definitely again for definitely tuning into this video. AshTheMan is out.